Hey, this is Prometheus giving you another full game recap. I'm rolling with the Dolphins. My opponent, TV Young 108, is rolling with the Carolina Panthers, and that's the first thing you really got to worry about playing against a team with a mobile quarterback is plays such as read options or QB wraps or the quarterback scrambling. And you're going to see that I had a lot of trouble with my opponent with the mobile quarterback. So quickly, within a matter of a minute and 30 seconds, he's able to score and take the ball down to the end zone. He goes for a 2-point conversion right away, and I knew that this is going to be an opponent that is going to be a very aggressive opponent on offense, and I'm going to have to not settle for punts or 3 points. I'm going to have to go ahead and try to go for it. So here on a 4th and 2 situation, had to go for it, used my little money play to get 2-point conversions and for end zones, able to get a conversion right there. Run up on the inside because my opponent was taking his defensive lineman off the line to try to defend the outside run. Did a little strong power right there and then hitched up my opponent. Went for the 2-point conversion again with the same money play. Opponent was trying to cover it, but unfortunately for me, I was able to go ahead and score. So the score is tied 8-8. And he goes back to the read option. Look at the moves with Cam. Able to pick up some pretty good yards, getting inside the 42-yard line, and then goes right back to his screenplay. You're going to see basically the same offensive plays. He basically had 3 plays that he used over and over and over again, and he worked into masterfully to be able to stop me. So here's another off tackle with a strong close, another off tackle again. Tackled and stopped him for a 6-yard gain. Does another off tackle, hits the outside, and goes up by another score. And in this situation, I wasn't ready. I didn't have my correct set and defense out. So, you know, little tip, if you have an opponent that does do a 2-point conversion, go ahead and go off sides, reset your defense, give yourself at least a little opportunity because he's definitely going to go for 1 yard. So I was able to stop him right there, keep the score to 14-8. Did a little off tackle run right here. Able to go ahead and pick up a first down and did a buck sweep on the left-hand side. Able to pick up a first, get it down to a 3rd and 1, and did a buck sweep to the right-hand side, get it past the 50-yard line. And right here, his safety picks me off and is able to take it into the end zone. So I'm down by 2 scores. I don't know where his safety came from. The safety was a monster in this game. He made some huge plays, and he goes for it on a 2-point conversion, so he's able to go ahead and get up 22-8. And I actually get a huge break on the kickoff. Was able to go the distance on the kickoff to get back into the end zone, down by 1 score, and went ahead for the 2-point conversion to keep the game within check. So he does a little screenplay right here. Was able to pick up a first down. He was basically running 3 plays the entire time. Does read option. Again, I just couldn't stop the play. I was trying to make adjustments. I'll show you some of the adjustments I was trying to make to stop that read option. But he throws into a hitch route. My flat defender comes up and is able to go ahead and score a touchdown to get the score tied, and I settle for the 1-point conversion to go by 1 point up. So he goes an inside run out of the Panthers split back. Another inside run, get him in a 3rd and 2 situation. And he rolls out with his quarterback, and he's able to pick up the first down to keep the ball moving here. And then on this particular play, he's able to hit the seam with Ginn, and Ginn is going to take it the distance and get into the end zone. So I was bringing my safety down to defend it. This time I put a contain with my defensive end, and I was able to go ahead and stop that 2-point conversion. So hit a out route with Wallace. And then come up right here and do a little inside run. So he was trying to defend the inside. And then hitch up my 1 wide receiver in the slot, able to pick up another first down. And then a 1st and 10 situation, hit the ball on the outside with a toss crack out of a single bunch. Able to pick up a first down here and do a little off tackle in the close. I dive because I wanted to start chewing up his timeouts and take away the time. Dive again, but I fumbled the ball, fumbled it in the end zone and take a touchdown. Now, trying to get a break right there. He goes on a little off tackle run and is able to get it up to the 3rd and 2 situation. And I got my guys in contains, and he's able to pick up a first down because there was just no pressure I was getting. So get him in a 2nd and 13 by containing the right-hand side to take away that that run. But look at this nice little run. Goes inside the blockers, able to get it down inside of 30 at the 25-yard line. Nice run with his running back. So contain up once again, trying to take away that read option. But look at my container. My contain guy just gives up the run. So I can tell you that in this game, I did not stop his read option. His read option was actually playing mind games with me. It was frustrating me the entire time. So in the bottom of the notes, I'm going to send you a bunch of links on how to stop the read option. I did figure out a defense to stop the read option out of his particular split back set, but to be frank, it's not something that is universally can use for people using all different types of read options. So right here, forcing the ball, trying to make some plays, actually giving the ball back. I was down by 1 score. I had an opportunity to get back into the game here, but giving the ball back because it just didn't get creative on offense. Get him in a 3rd down and 1 situation, get a nice little tackle behind the line of scrimmage, get him a 4th and 2, but he goes back to the off tackle, and I had no answer for that either. So down by 2 scores. So, and he goes for the 2-point conversion. He's able to get it into the end zone. So down by 14 points. Do a little tackle, run up the middle, able to get it to a 2nd and 1 situation. Do off tackle, or do a little strong power off the left-hand side. Get it to the 50-yard line. Hitch up my 1 receiver on the right-hand side. Get it down to the 40-yard line and do a run right up the middle. And I get the inside to the 30-yard line and do another run down the middle. And unfortunately, I get a fumble. So he's getting huge hits right here, and look at this. In the next play, he gets the blocking he needs on the inside. He goes up by 3 scores. So this guy's pulling away. I started doing plays that I generally don't like doing. I don't do a lot of wraps, but I was able to run with the ball, get hitched up my wide receivers on the right-hand side. And it really forced me to go into the well with my offense just to change things up. Hit a drag route with Wallace over the middle, and then do some runs on the inside because he was pulling his defensive lineman off, allowing me to run in the inside, so I just kept on taking it. I get the ball down to the 27, hitched up my wide receiver. Unfortunately for me, I get a break, I get a caught ball over there, and do strong power O, get the blocking, able to get into the end zone, down by 2 scores. And I go for a 2-point conversion, but his defenders are in the way and they block the ball. So he comes running down the middle. He gets in the 2nd and 5 situation, does the read option again. I had a contain out there, but the contain just went right after his running back, and he's able to score again. So take a look at the links down below. That might help you. Don't watch my gameplay because my defense against the read option is poor, but this is a good situation. I streak up Wallace in strong close. I'm able to catch the ball, but he tackles me on the 20-yard line, and to come back around on the off-tackle run, which is the halfback force. Look at the broken tackles by Thomas, able to go ahead and get into the end zone to get another touchdown, get within 2 scores, do the pitch to the outside, and get a 2-point conversion. So he does a little run over the middle. He picks up 5 yards off of that. Once again, I'm able to go ahead and get a user tackle, stop him for 3rd and 5. My defensive back comes down, is able to contain him for a 4th and 1, and look at this user tackle that I get. Able to go ahead and slow down his offense, come back with a wide trail, get it into the 10-yard line, and then went back to the same play again and hit a slant over the middle with my wide receiver to the other side and get it into a 1 score. So all I need is to stop right here. He comes back to the well, and he basically hits a little hitch route, runs over the middle. Comes back around, and look, he takes off with Cam to get a 1st down. So he was playing fairly smart. Cam had over 200 yards rushing, really shredded me in offense, and I didn't get the break right there. God, would have been a huge play. Go ahead and go with a cover 2 scheme out of the 3-3-5. That didn't help me at all. He gets another 1st down. So I didn't have anything to change. If I had to change up the defense, 1 in a 3-4 with a blitz, and able to go ahead and sack him and get him a long situation, 2nd and 20. Goes with a run up the middle. Very patient player. Goes with the screen. I had defenders in the area to be able to stop the screen. And he settles for 3 points, which was probably the most conservative play he had for the entire game. So I figured he'd have a defender on the out there, so I went ahead and did an out route, a little post and corner route, able to pick up a huge play off that play, and then come back around and try to hit the outside again. But his defensive back, that safety was making huge plays, so that pretty much iced the game because my defense just wasn't there. Look at the runs up the middle, and he basically run it out. So you know, when you play games like this and you play against a person, well, first and foremost, you know, Madden commentators lose games. So, you know, good Madden players, even the best, the elite, the top 100 players win probably maybe 70, maybe 80% of their games, but for the most part they lose games. So I wanted to show you that I do lose games. It was a learning lesson right here. As you can see, he had 510 rushing yards against me. You know, I had to figure out a way to stop the strong or the read options. So once again, I forced me to go ahead and research defenses. So I'll be prepared for an opponent like this, but TV Young 108 really kicked my ass, and I got to give hats out to him. He had a very simple plan, but it worked effectively for him. So thanks a lot for all my subscribers, and thank you for your patience, and I hope some of those tips help you with your game. Thanks.